Hello to our viewers. My name is Harold Gardon. I'm the Millennial Wealth Planner and welcome to the 86th episode of the Late Night Tambayan with TPG and MWP. So if hindi ka makatulog, no, dito ka na lang tumambay kung saan tayo mag-chill and we will discuss personal finance and life in general. So partner?
Yes, happy Tuesday night everyone and welcome again to Late Night Tambayan. So very exciting yung magiging topic natin for tonight. And ayan, magaya na kayo sa mga financial consultants or financial advisors. Tag your kapwa FAs or financial advisors to learn for our session tonight. I'm Christiane, Temanel, founder and content creator of The Prudent Generation. Ayan, partner.
Ayan, so dito sa Late Night Tambayan, no, we are here to provide value to our fellow millennials, Zennials, at syempre pati mga Gen X and baby boomers, no, who are millennial at heart. So, kung hindi ngayon lang kayo nanood o first time niyo lang manood, no, pwede niyo balikan yung mga previous videos natin. Meron tayo diyan about videography, social media marketing, insurance investment, at kung ano-ano pa. So, at ang maganda pa dito sa Late Night Tambayan, meron tayong parang mini contest, no, na halos giveaway na. At ano nga ba yon, partner?
Yes, syempre hindi mawawala yung ating pa-GCASH. So, share our live session from TPG and MWP Facebook pages and mamaya, bago matapos yung show natin at 11 p.m., we will have a question. And kung sino yung pinakauna na makakasagot ng ating tanong, ay sila yung may chance na manalo ng 50 pesos GCash. So sa TPG Facebook page po kayo magko-comment at dapat na-share nyo po yung ating live session, and kay partner sa YouTube channel niya kayo magko-comment sa Harold Gardon, Millennial Wealth Planner. Ayan, partner.
Ayan, at wag po nating kalimutan, no, si partner po ngayon sa TPG Facebook, pwede na po kayo magpadala ng stars o ng gifts. So kung gusto niyo po magpadala ng stars, pwede niyo pong pindutin diyan, no, sa left side may makikita kayong star, and pwede po kayo magpadala kahit maliit lang. Ayan. Ano pa ba? So kung kayo po ay isang financial advisor and you want to become a UM, no, or you want to become an MDRT, or better yet, to become a UMMDRT. Ito pong episode na to ay saktong-sakto sa inyo. Or baka naman gusto niyo i-inspire yung mga kasama niyo sa team, no? Regardless kung anong company po kayo, feel free to share this video. At syempre, no, baka meron kayo dyan gustong i-invite dito sa ating industry at hindi mo alam kung paano, o medyo nahihiya ka o ilang beses na sinasabi na sige, next time na lang, feel free to share this link kasi later, meron naman tong replay, no? So, mapapanood nila ito kahit na tapos na ang live natin. So, partner, sino nga ba ang guest natin for tonight?
Yes, so our very special guest for tonight was actually recommended by Osh. So, si Osh naging din natin siya guest dito sa Late Night Tambayan, and last year nga, kinasal na siya. So, ayan,
Yes,
kung nanonood ka man, shout out to you and sa wife mo, ayan. And yung ating guest for tonight, ito po yung kanyang background. He's a graduate. Actually, he's a graduate of Masters in Business Administration from De La Salle University. At ito naman yung kanya naging work experience. So he became a marketing manager for a multinational packaging company and entrepreneur before he became a financial consultant of Pru Life UK. And he joined Pru last June 30, 2014. And the rest was history. And yun nga, he became, and he is now a unit manager and a $1 million round table member. So ano nga ulit, partner, itong MDRT?
Ayan. So yung MDRT po, hindi po to parang akala ko kasi dati parang Knights of the Round Table to. Pero ang MDRT, ito yung part of the cream of the crop. Kumbaga, sa atin kasi partner, di ba, meron tayong national achievers sa Pru Life UK. At tayo naman, no, partner, kaming dalawa po ni partner, kahit pa paano consistent naman na nakaka-achieve niyan. Pero ang MDRT po, ito po yung parang 1% ng buong mundo. So hindi lang po to sa isang company, hindi lang po to sa isang bansa, pero global po siya, no, Global Association of Financial Advisors, no, sa ito po yung top 1%. So excited na po ako na matutunan yung i-share po ng ating guest ngayon. At syempre later baka ma-discuss pa niya, no, ano nga ba ang meron din sa MDRT. So partner?
Yes, thank you, partner. So let's all give a heart reaction or heart comment to Sir Warren Estrabo.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Harold. Good evening, Bill. Thank you for inviting me in your show. No, it's a pleasure for me to be part of it.
Ayan, thank you rin, sir, for accepting our invitation. And we are very excited to learn how to become a UMMDRT. At syempre, di ba, 2021, no? So start the year, right? So, part nga rin po pala na Late Night Tambayan, manunod tayo ng mga TikTok video. So, invite na po namin kayo manood. Ito po ay specially curated by my partner, Mr. TPG. So, partner?
Yes. Ayan. So bago ko po i-share yung ating mga TikTok video, shoutout po sa mga nanonood sa TPG, kay Abelino Care, kay Troy Smith, Mabel Pagaduan, Hani Sabado, Timothy Liano, Tan Raymond, Panzer Tika, Michael Palacios, Jo Marie Orleana, Lani Casano, Dayan Obejero, Franz Rojas. So sabi pala ni Franz, she's a proud mentor of UMDRT, Sir Warren Estrabo. So 24/7 daw available si Sir.
Wow.
Kay Sarah Jane Reyes and Verna Valera. Ayan. So thank you for watching and don't forget to share our live session for tonight and tag nyo rin po yung mga kapromilya natin, tama-tama, proofin night. Ayan.
Correct.
I-share ko na
Pero hindi pa siya nagte-text, no? Nag-text na po ba sa inyo? UM Warren
Wala
and
pa,
partner?
wala pa.
Mukhang nakatulog ulit. Katulad ng January. Ayan.
Oo, kagaya last week, wala eh. Walang text.
Nag-text ko, sunod-sunod yung parang sana maraming
Sana
trophy.
pag maraming text, no, sunod-sunod din yung credit.
Oo. Tsaka minsan sana nagdodoble, no? Minsan doble
Oo,
yung
sana
text, eh.
doble rin yung credit eh.
Ayan.
Ayan. So, check out yung ating mga TikTok videos for tonight. So, ito po, related po sa leadership yung mga TikTok videos natin. And panoorin po natin itong ating unang video.
Sabi mo na ba yung phrase na, paano naging manager yan? Or, sino nagsabing pwede siya mag-supervisor? Or, mas magaling pa nga ako dyan eh. These phrases are normal phrases and hindi naman sa tama sila, pero talagang nangyayari yan ang nasasabi nga sa workplace. So let's talk about that in this episode of Career Wise. We'll talk about your career and how to be wise about it. I've been someone na rank and file, na normal employee, and I've also managed a team. Bakit hindi naaalis yung mga ganong words na actually mapanakit? Kasi masasaktan yung mga tao pag narinig nila yun about them, no? Pero the truth is, kadalasan, kaya may mga ganong nangyayari is, hindi na i-combine yung competence tsaka confidence. And usually, hindi sila proportional. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Kung sa offices, hindi natin maiwasan, there are people who succeed because of their confidence. And kailangan kasi yun. Ibig sabihin, kaya nilang humarap sa matataas na tao, kaya nilang i-present yung sarili nila at yung ideas nila with utmost confidence. So, and it's a good thing. Kaya lang, may mga tao naman na confident, pero hindi competent. Ibig sabihin, wala naman pala silang idea dun sa process, or wala silang enough mastery sa process, and malungkot yun. Kasi I've seen people who manage a team na hindi nila alam or hindi nila intindihan yung task list. So kapag nagsabi yung tao nila na TL or manager, hindi po talaga namin kaya tong volume na to. And then, wala silang sagot kung hindi. Sorry guys, wala tayong choice. Kailangan niya tapusin yan. Instead of going to their level and saying, nung analyst pa ako, or ito yung a better way to do that, maybe you should try this. Concrete solutions. And that is because hindi nga proportional yung confidence sa competence. The other thing, totoo lang, marami sa inyo or marami akong kakilala who are very competent and may mastery sila sa job nila, ang gagaling na nila, pero hindi naman sila confident. And hindi na babalanse yun. Ibig sabihin, sila nag-prepare ng report and everything. Kapag may tao na i-explain nila yung process nila, ayaw nila magsalita. So, ipapasa ngayon doon sa isang tao na hindi man niya master, pero confident siya. So, anong nangyari? Nagsasucceed yung mas confident kahit hindi siya ganun ka-competent. Kasi mahirap mag-succeed yung competent pero hindi confident. The thing is, you should be both. You need to be confident enough of your competence and you should be competent enough to gain confidence. Ibig sabihin, yung confidence mo, yung magbo-boost sa'yo and maglilink sa'yo sa mga tao na mas mataas sa'yo. And people who are higher than you, operations managers, mas mataas ang position, they will see, confident to, and madodraw mo yung kanilang attention and respect and trust. Pero yung competence mo naman, yung maglilink sa'yo sa baba. Ibig sabihin, your team members, people who are under you, will see na competent kasi siya, nababack up niya ng action yung words niya. So if you have both, you will be successful as a manager, you will be successful as an employee, and it will lead you and propel you to success. So you have to be competently confident and confidently competent.
Ayan. So, ano po masabi niyo dito, Sir Warren and partner?
Sabi mo na,
Ayan. So sa akin ang ganda no. So dito makikita natin no sa TikTok pala hindi nga lang ulit na palagi sayaw lang or fun no. It can be also an inspirational or educational platform. So agree ako dun no. So personally tingin ko isa sa mga naghihinder sa akin no, minsan yung confidence kasi 'di ba yung competence alam naman natin lahat no. Financial planning, stock market, investment, parang as a financial advisor 'di ba sobrang dami nating trainings pero minsan ano nga ba pinagkaiba? I think yung confidence, no? Confidence to really meet super high net worth clients o confidence na parang really owning na kaya natin ma-achieve yung mga goals natin. At siguro isisingit ko na lang din dito dahil leadership nga, no? Parang ano yung confidently beautiful, no? Dito naman confidently competent with a heart, no? With a heart. Parang yung empathy. Kaya sabi nga nila, swerte, no? Swerte ka pag yung manager mo ay talagang maliban sa competent, confident, may puso, no? Minsan kasi, di ba, parang pag nadadown ka na, pero yung puso, no? Yun yung talagang bumubuhay sa atin. Parang, hindi ako mahilig sa basketball, pero sa PBA, di ba, sinasabi nila, o sa basketball, puso lang. Basta may puso, lahat yan magagawa natin. So, yun po ang reaction ni MWP. Kay UM Warren naman tayo. UM?
Well, I think the salient point that was that I got from her discussion was, if you are a manager, no, there has to be a perfect balance between competence and confidence. So, like what she mentioned, no, there are a lot of people who are confident, pero kapag ka kinausap mo, the substance is not there. So, mawawala din, di ba? And then there are some people who are competent, but the confidence is not there. So if you are competent in one thing, but the confidence is not there, it's really not enough for that competence to shine. The people that you talk to will not see it. So there has to be a perfect balance between the two, and I so agree with that. No, so as a leader, you need to have both. So hindi po pwedeng confidence lang, hindi po pwedeng competent ka lang, no? So I agree on her discussion on that.
Ayan, partner.
Thank you, partner, tsaka Sir Warren. At bago po ibigay yung aking reaction, so shout out time po ulit. Shout out kay Jo Marie. Ayan. So, yun, Sir Warren. And sabi naman ni MDRT, Jasper, na naging guest na din natin dito sa LNT. So, meron na daw si Proofin. And then, kararating niya lang. And hello din daw, Sir Warren, from, my branchmate, kay Aaron, MDRT Aaron din.
Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
And shoutout din po, pa-shoutout daw, Sir Warren, kay Ako si Kuracha. So, she's watching from UAE.
Yeah, from UAE, yeah. Mm-mm. I know her. Mm-mm.
Meron po kayong fan from Iloilo City, si Betsy Kausing Halili. Ayan.
Yeah, she's my Star Club achiever for this year and last year.
Wow.
Congratulations po. And ayan, so ang galing po nung sinabi ni Coach Hubby. Coach Hubby is twin sister po ni Coach Laika, who's also sikat na vlogger and TikToker. So they give tips sa career, sa math, sa Excel. Ang dahil po nilang binibigay na lessons sa TikTok and on YouTube. And ayun, ang ganda ng sinabi nga niya na confidence and competence. Kasi halimbawa, kahit hindi pa leader, kahit being a financial advisor, di ba? Before you can be a confident financial advisor to your clients, kailangan mo talaga masterin lahat. Kailangan mo matandang trainings para, pag nakaharap na si client, kapag mag-object, meron siya objection, masasagot mo siya at hindi ka parang mahinginig or matatakot na, ayoko na makipag-meet ng mga client. And incompetent, kailangan muna ng competence before maging confident. And yun, din siya, pabalik. Ayun. So, yun po yung ating unang TikTok video. And yung second TikTok video naman natin is about pa rin sa leadership. Kaya panoorin natin to. Yun. Ano po masabi niyo dito, Sir Warren at saka partner?
Well,
Sorry,
siguro, no, the way I look at it is, you need you need to be like an eagle in the sense that, at the start, especially right now, no, start of the year. So you need to have a laser focused, laser sharp focus, no, on what you want to achieve for the whole year. Sometimes, 'di ba, sabi nga ni Paulo Coelho, no, if you want something, the universe will conspire to give it to you, no. So you just need to know first what you want, and then, because if you don't know what you want, you don't know how to go about it, or kung paano mo siya gagawin, no. But if you will be focused like an eagle, madali na siya, eh, kasi 'di ba sabi nila, know your why and then the how will follow. So yeah, I think that's my reaction on that video.
Yan. Ang ganda ng sharing ni Warren, no? So, favorite author ko rin po yan, si Paulo Coelho.
Ah.
Ayan. So, si, ano ba to, partner? Kasi dahil Agila, no? Kaming mga Blue Eagles, yan yung pinapana ng mga Green Archers. Dahil si Sir Warren, taga DLSU, eh, no? Ayan. Pero, share siguro kong trivia, parang, kung di ako nagkakamali nung college, parang sinabi na yung meron daw isa o dalawang beses sa buhay ng isang agila na pupunta raw siya sa secluded place, no? Pero kailangan daw niya gawin to, yung claws daw niya sasakit o parang anong tawag doon, yung maninigas na. So kailangan daw ihampas niya yon para magbago. Yung beak din daw niya, kailangan daw niya sirain para tumubo ulit. At tapos kailangan niya i-pluck lahat ng feathers niya para tumubo, no, makalipad siya. So parang tingin ko dito yung 2020 can be that thing, no? Pwedeng hindi masyado natin na-achieve lahat ng goals natin for 2020. Pero now, 2021, pwede tayo maging reborn na para phoenix tuloy nangyari, no? O na new eagle, no? And we can soar higher in order to achieve our dreams. So, yan ang reaction ko, partner.
Yes, thank you, Sir Warren and partner. And ayun nga, marami talaga tayong matututunan sa eagle, di ba? That's why yung creation naman ni God nandyan, hindi lang para mabuhay, but they can be an example for us na tularan. And tulad nga ng eagle, na sa mga leadership na principles or mga teachings ay may matututunan tayo mula sa kanila. Ang pinakagusto ko doon yung mga eagles, gusto rin nila ng storm. So hindi sila parang nagtatago mula sa bagyo, kundi talagang lumalaban pa rin. So dapat ganun din tayo, mga financial consultants and leaders, lumalaban kahit ano yung maging situation. So yun po yung ating mga videos for tonight. And yun naman magbibigay si partner ng mga updates. Partner?
Ayan, so bigay lang po tayo ng fast update. So, yan, sa Inquirer, no? Sabi sa Inquirer, PayMaya leads the way to a cashless Philippines in 2020. So makikita po natin na parang based dun sa mga past episodes natin, no, at sinabi natin na for this year, fintech would be the next parang in na. At makikita naman natin because of the pandemic, na-highlight yung importance of online banking, pati itong mga GCASH services, no, online platforms. Halos lahat ngayon pwede ng online. At syempre, no, pwede ka rin kumuha ng InsurAvest kay through online, through One. So pwede niyo po kaming i-message, no. Kaming tatlo po, at syempre kung may nag-invite sa inyo na financial advisor na nanonood dito, pwede nyo rin po siyang i-message and you can get an InsurAvest online. So, ang important lang dito, no, at least we can see that cashless Philippines na, more or less ito na yung magiging trend. So, if you are in the market, you want to start a business, or you are looking into the next stock picks, no, maybe you can consider fintech company. So, sabi dito, hindi lang ako sure sa GCash area, pero sabi dito 28 million daw ang customers ni PayMaya. may Paymaya ako pero hindi ko masyadong nagagamit. Pero 2 years ago, parang sabi nila, grabe tong Paymaya. Bakit? Kasi yung Paymaya na yun, pag nagbayad ka ng bill o kaya nagpadala ka ng money o kung saan man, you get rebates, no? So may time nga daw na parang halos na rebate na nila lahat ng binayad nila. So sayang hindi ko na take advantage ng mga panahon na to. So yun, Paymaya leads the way to cashless Philippines. So bigay lang din tayo ng update sa nangyari sa market. So as of now, down ang market, no, ng 0.88%, pero kahapon naman ay up siya ng 0.81. Pero ano masasabi natin dito? At least nasa support tayo ng 7,100, 7,000. Ibig sabihin, okay pa rin, no? Okay pa rin yung start ng market. Kahapon po, sobrang saya ng mga tao. Yung PSEI di masyadong gumalaw, pero may mga individual stocks, no, na sumimpa at mamaya daan na lang po natin ng konti. Pero sabi nga natin, no, at least mag-steady lang to 7,100, 7,000. Huwag lang bumaba, no? If ever bumaba to 6,500, 6,700 dito po sa area na to, 6,700, 6,500, pwede rin po tayong sumalo kasi yan po yung storya nung nangyari nung pandemic, no, nung ECQ area. Punta lang po ako sa monthly chart ulit, no. Ito po yung nangyari, no, storya nung January, February, March biglang nag-dip pero nag-recover. So just in case mag-dip, it's a new opportunity for us to recover. Okay? May post po ako sa story ko kahapon, no, na parang kung may hawak ka na Merrymark, no? Merrymark nga ba yun? Check natin, ha? Merrymark MM. Kahapon, no, kumita ng 30% halos, no, that's 29.29%. So last year ang PSEI index na meron po si MWP ay kumita ng 20%. So index fund ko po 'yon. Ay index fund na naka-invest ako kay Proof na index na more or less mga 20% po kinita ko. Pero isipin niyo po, no, kung may Merrymart kayo, yung kinita niyo last year, kinita nyo na isang araw kay Merrymart. So congratulations sa mga nakapasok kay Merrymart. Pero marami rin nung nagalit dito kasi merong broker, online broker, no, sikat na online broker. Doon din po ako nag-trade. Ang problema, naghahang po sila. So sana po maayos nila yun kasi ang dami po talaga nagagalit na hindi nakapasok or hindi nakabenta na ipit, no. Yung iba dyan, medyo mataas sila nabili, biglang bumagsak. So baka ito yung naging effect din nito. Kaya nag-pullback kasi parang gusto magbenta, hindi makabenta, nag-out na lang o nag-take profit yung mga kahapon. So tignan natin si Merrymart again, DNA nito parang Double Dragon, no? Same owners ng Double Dragon in Mang Inasal, no, in Japsia. So Double Dragon parabolic to after 2 years. So tignan natin kung ganun ba yung mangyayari dito. Check din lang din po natin IDC. So sa mga may hawak sa IDC, no, nag-gap up, 2 araw po nag-gap up to. Tapos ngayon down market, tignan natin ano mangyayari. Papalo na po ba siya sa 4? Hindi natin alam pero sana. Again, ito pong mga sinasabi natin ay opinion lamang po to, no, ni MWP. Hindi po to solicitation to buy or to sell. At the end of the day, maganda pa rin po na mag-aral tayo, no, before we invest in the market. Check lang din po natin PHA. So, ito yung sinabi natin, partner, nung Sunday, no? Sabi natin, mukhang okay kasi ito yung may speed pay. Ito, fintech company din. At nung Monday nga, pumahalo siya, no, ng ilang percent to? 20%. Thank you sa nag-tip sa atin, no? Pwede nyo pong i-check yung Vision Ventures, no? Vision Ventures nga ba? Ayan, sa partner, sa friend natin, kay Rexon. So, maraming salamat. Siya rin po yung nagbigay sa akin ng tip na to. Pero hindi po ako nakapasok kasi, ayan nga, wala tayong pampasok at the same time naghahang si COL. Pero tignan natin, lilipad pa ba to ng gaano katagal? Wait lang po, check ko lang kung meron na bang history. Ayan, may history, no? Last na high nito 1.77. Accent din. Accent parang alam ko may bagong nag-invest dito, no? This is Ayala Energy Corporation. Kahapon past December to kahapon, no, nag-grow din siya ng 13.33 pero ngayon bumaba. Tingnan natin ano yung pwede natin to observe in the next how many days, no. And lastly, syempre mga Ditonatics, ang mga mahilig po mag-invest sa dito. Congratulations kasi piso lang to, no, piso 2 last year, ngayon 13.4 na siya. Kahit na sabihin mong down, gap up pa rin po yan. Kung kahapon po kayo bumili, kumita pa rin po, no? Kumita pa rin. And PHR kay Dennis Uy, hindi natin alam ano bang storya nito. Pero pa yung nagsasabi no na parang kaya daw pumalo nito ng 5 piso, pero hindi ko alam. Again, study the market first before investing, and wala pong sisihan, no? Walang sisihan kasi you can always lose money naman. Check lang din po natin ang mga cryptos. Ano bang nangyari sa BTC, no? Sa Bitcoin. Kahapon medyo kinabahan si MWP, pero hindi naman kasi target natin dito 100,000 USD, pero grabe po no yung galaw kahapon at may volume din po yung galaw na yon. Bumaba po siya for as low as 27,900. Pero ano pong good thing dito? Ang good thing po dito nag-hold po to ng above 30,000 level. Siguro magko-consolidate muna, magko-consolidate kasi pangit din naman po sa isang security na dire-diretso ang taas. No? Minsan kailangan niyo muna magpahinga bago umakyat. Pero again, pwede itong bumagsak, di natin alam kung babagsak ba talaga. Pero ang goal lang naman last year is to breach the 20,000 level. Pero grabe po, no? From 20,000 na-breach natin yung 30,000. Sabi nung iba, nung na-breach daw yung 20,000, babalik daw yun sa 4,000. Kasi may history din po, no? Napakita natin to before, no? Pag hit niya ng 20,000, 19,000, bumagsak, no? Bumagsak ng around up to 4,000 nga. Last pandemic, bumagsak ulit to. Pero ngayon, makikita natin na hindi naman ganun yung pagbagsak niya. So, ayan, sa mga hodlers po ng Bitcoin, yun, mga naniniwala, no? Congratulations pa rin. At again, this is not a solicitation to buy or to sell Bitcoin, pero you need to study the market first before investing. And syempre, this is an exotic asset pa rin po. So before going to Bitcoin, important na okay po yung financial building blocks natin. Lastly, gumana na po yung Blockfolio, Blockfolio. Pwede nyo po to i-download sa inyong application. So para po tong Investagram. So ito po yung parang crypto natin na pang-check ng market, no, sa crypto. So dito rin makikita mo yung mga market cap o yung mga top coins na meron tayo. And as of now, parang halos up naman lahat. Siguro highlight ko lang, no? Si MWT, ang meron po ako ngayon, no? Meron po akong BTC at meron tayong Link at saka ADA. So, yan po yung check natin sa mga interested. Di po tayo kumikita dito, no? Di po tayo kumikita sa pagbebenta ng crypto, pero pwede nyo pong pag-aralan itong ADA and Link and BTC kasi again, important din po. Ako lang, perspective ko, syempre dapat may safe security. Ito po yung parang fallback natin. Pero meron din tayong konti na aggressive, no? Kasi ito yung magpapayaman sa atin na mas mabilis. Pero again, dapat willing kayo na mag-lose just in case na mag-down talaga itong mga securities na to o itong mga asset class na to. So, ayun po again, this is not an official program of the company we're affiliated with. This is a late night tambayan, no? Hindi po to sa company namin, at lahat ng ito ay opinion lamang at hindi po ito solicitation to buy or to sell securities. So, partner?
Yeah, thank you partner sa mga updates. And then, congrats sa mga kumita sa stocks. Meron ding taga-pro, meron ka promilya na in one day kumita ng 200K sa isang stock. Yeah. So, pero before muna tayo pumunta sa pagpatuloy sa stock, syempre, pwede rin kayo maging financial consultant. And ayun nga, yun yung pag-uusapan natin for tonight. And hindi lang financial consultant because you can also be a unit manager and an MDRT at the same time. So, yung MDRT, nabanggit na kanina ni partner ni Harold. So, ayan. So, excited na tayo. So, bago natin tanungin yung ating guest for tonight, hingi naman tayo ng heart reaction or heart comments sa ating mga kapromilya or mga nanonood natin na dito sa Late Night Tambayan. So, medyo may lang to, may vlog yung natin, yung mga magre-react. Ayan. So, tulad ng binanggit partner yung sinabi mo kanina sa comment.
Ayan.
So, yung una po nating tanong, Sir Warren, ay na ikwento nyo na po siya kanina before we start. Pero tatanungin natin. So, ano po yung kwento ninyo? Paano po kayo napunta sa ProLife UK or paano po kayo na-recruit?
Well, that was 2012 pa, no? My recruiter before used to be affiliated with another company, with another insurance company. And then she was selling me an insurance. And during that time, I wasn't a believer of insurance, no? So sabi niya sa akin, since you're not a believer of insurance, why not see this as a business opportunity and be an agent? So during that time, since my business was doing well, I was doing consultancy also on the side. I don't have time for it, and I really didn't entertain it. No, so several years after, that was around 2014. I still had my business back then, and then yung business ko during that time, during 2014, it wasn't really doing uh, well the way I wanted it, because during that time, just to give you a backgrounder about my business before, no, I had stores located at a well-known grocery, no, so I was affiliated with Pure Gold before, and then we had a shop there, and then I had 12 outlets all over Cavite, and then during that time, Pure Gold kasi when you tie up with them, it's really, well, it's almost mandatory that when they put up a branch, you need to join them, no? So you need to put up another one also. And then I was doing that business for 10 years. And then what happened was, during the first few years, it was very lucrative. Ganda ng takbo, no? But the problem during that time was, this is very true, no, dun sa BYB na when the first time I listened to BYB, no. So ang naging problema namin doon, Pure Gold expanded drastically. So what happened was, almost every 4 kilometers they had a branch. Nagtayo ng branch, no. So what happened was, the foot traffic in my outlets became smaller and smaller, kumonti ng kumonti. But the rental rate became higher and higher. So that's the nature of businesses if you're connected with malls, with malls and groceries, no. So it's mandatory that you have to pay an escalation of 10% on a yearly basis, and then the foot traffic is becoming smaller because of the location nga, no. So during that time, while the business was still doing okay, there's still a profit, and with 12 outlets that I had, the work-life balance wasn't there already, because I had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I had to oversee the business. Imagine 12 outlets doing your rounds on a daily basis. So I usually go home at around 12 midnight, 1 o'clock. So I only have 3, 4 hours of sleep. And then most of my friends will ask me to go out, and then wala kang oras, wala kang oras. So at the end of the day, I was asking myself, is it still worth it to do business, but you don't have time for your family, you don't have time for your friends? And then if you will put a peso value on your effort, is it still worth it, the amount that you're getting from the business, no? Then here came an opportunity. That same recruiter joined PruLife. And then when she joined Pru, she was actually offering me a plan. So sabi niya sa akin, you're not getting any younger. You should start with a VUL plan to have something for your retirement, so on and so forth, ganyan, ganyan. And then sabi ko sa kanya, the business side in me, the business mind in me thought that, why will I allow somebody to earn a commission when I can do it myself? So I asked her, sabi ko sa kanya, what if I become an agent and then I'll get my first policy? Sabi niya, oh, by all means, sige, you can join my team, ganyan-ganyan, di ba? So, I attended 3 BYBs. During the first time that I attended the BYB, I was quite overwhelmed because, when you see the crowd that are in hotels, yung mga ini-invite natin, di ba? You will see that they are professionals. You see doctors, lawyers, dentists, so on and so forth, business people like me. So I got overwhelmed. And then, when they started the presentation, I thought to myself, I see the business side of it. And although during that time, parang sa akin, parang the figures that they were showing are quite, for me, during that time, no, parang masyado yatang exaggerated. You will be earning this much, so on and so forth. Like, is it really possible? So I had doubts. It took me 3 BYBs before I gave it a try, no. So sabi ko, sige na, nandito na ako, I was looking for another source of income to augment what I was earning before, and I was looking for a change in career, no. So yun na. So I started joining Pru. I got coded June 30, 2014, and then I got my first policy, no, sa mga kaibigan ko, syempre sa natural market mo. And then what made me decide to do it full time was, during my first year, I had my first claim. So the full circle was really fast for me. So it was a single pay premium. If medyo makwento ko sorry
Nagulang po.
So it was a single pay premium, no? So the client invested a big amount, and then 6 months after, I got a call from the son, and then he told me na, how fast can we process the claim? Sabi ko, why? What happened? Sabi niya, my father died last night. Sabi ko sa kanya, nako, sige, let's do all the paperwork, so on and so forth. So sabi ko, why are you in such a hurry, Kako, to get the claim? This is a wealthy family, ah. And then he mentioned to me, actually, sabi niya, when my father died last night, the mistake that my mom did was to post it on FB. And then one of the persons who are in the network is a bank manager. So automatically, all the accounts were frozen. So they don't have anything. So ganun yung nangyari, no? So sabi nila sa akin, how fast can you liquidate the claim? Sabi ko, give me more or less 7 days. Kompleto naman nakakuhalos lahat eh. Lo and behold, after a little over 7 days, I was there, and then I started handling the checks to every beneficiary. When I got back in my car, sumabog yung luha ko. And this is a rich family. And that was the only money that they have, liquid. Because everything is in the bank. Nasa banko lahat eh, no? So, when I got back in my car, I said to myself, I like this career. So initially, I was just thinking of this career as a part-time business. But when that happened, it changed my perspective, and I saw how noble this profession is. So yun na yun, parang alam mo yun, kinilabutan na ako and became part of my advocacy already. Right there and then I found my advocacy that I like to do this. So that's when I started doing the attending trainings. Lahat inattenan ko 'yan. So I took BTC 5 times, I think, if I
Wow.
remember. 4, 5 times.
Grabe.
And then
Okay.
so lahat ng mga trainers, no, the trainers in the head office, lahat 'yan mga naging kaibigan ko because they know me as somebody who's makulit. I even I overheard one of the trainers pa before, no. He's a good friend of mine ngayon, no. And then when I attended the BTC 2, she warned one of the trainers, yung naka-jacket na na black, makulit 'yan, matanong 'yan, ganyan. So that's how I started because I was really interested kanina, no, going back to the competence level. So, I cannot be confident in selling something or discussing something which I lack the knowledge. That's why I started building up the competence first. And then from there on, it became part of my system already. Every person that I've spoken with, lahat ng opportunity na nakakausap ko, lagi ko siyang pinapasok, It my what happened to me during that time was it wasn't really because of selling eh. Hindi na yung para kumita ka eh. It became part of your system, and like what I've mentioned, no, it became my advocacy already that there is a plan, there is a product pala that can save you in desperate times, and this is what it is, no. So from that time on, I started building my team, and then after a year I became a unit manager. So, yun na yun. And then the rest is history. 7 years later, I'm still here, very active, and I don't my clients would ask me, lalo yung mga referral, no? Paano naman kung halimbawa na we sign up with you? How long do you intend to stay in Peru? My answer is always the same. I intend to retire in this career.
Nice. Ang
Yeah.
ganda. Thank you for sharing that, no? Warren, at kami po ay nag-enjoy at na-inspire. Siguro may tatlo lang ako na gustong i-highlight din doon sa sinabi ni Warren. Nung una, no, parang sinabi niya na itong business na to ay talagang lucrative in the sense na before, 'di ba, 12 outlets 'yan. So isipin mo, malaking investment 'yan, malaki yung income niyan. Pero ngayon, maliban dun sa work-life balance, tingin ko nag-double, nag-triple o nag-quadruple pa yung income,
Actually,
no?
Harold, I failed to mention, no? After I processed the claim, the following day, I terminated all my contracts with Pure Gold. I gave up all the businesses, I gave up all my outlets, and all my friends know that. So it was a snap of a finger decision. And then I told myself, switch na ako. This is what I want to do.
Grabe, grabe. And secondly, yung sinabi nga ni UM Warren, no, maliban dun sa lucrative, it's really a noble profession. And makikita natin, no, yung talagang tumatagal dito sa industry na to, yung mission na over the commission. And
Yeah.
pangatlo, importance of what we do. Sa mga wala pang insurance dyan, no, pwedeng advisor ka or hindi ka advisor, pero makikita natin yung mayaman, nahirapan sila kasi frozen lahat ng account, no? Hindi nila ma-liquidate. Paano pa kaya kung middle class lang tayo or hindi tayo ganun ka well off, kailangan natin ang isang insurance. Ayan, so partner?
Yeah, so thank you, Sir Warren, sa share po ninyo, and yun po, very inspiring. And we hope sa mga nanonood sa atin na talagang, ayun, maghaya pa kayo ng maraming ng mga other financial consultants para mapanood si Sir Warren at makapagtanong din kayo sa kanya later. Ayan. So sabi dito, hindi ko lang alam kung sino ito. So if you are watching sa Health Insurance Pilipinas and Prudent Generation community, just click the link sa caption para kapag nag-comment kayo, makikita namin yung pangalan niyo. And sabi ni Isabel, inspiring UM Warren, and sabi
Thank
naman
you.
grabe, very well said, Sir Warren. So sa second question naman namin, sir, as a unit manager, and paano po kayo nagre-recruit or what are your recruitment strategies and paano nyo naman sila napapa-activate or laging active as a financial advisor?
As a leader kasi, no, so you don't have the mastery of everything eh. So if you are a unit manager, talagang meron kang Waterloo eh. Meron kang hindi pa masyadong expert on that particular field eh. So maybe during the early years of my becoming a UM, I was so passionate about meeting clients and selling. I overlooked the aspect of building my team and doing the exponential increment doon sa aking manpower, no. So that was one thing that I overlooked during the first few years, which I really regret, no. So but now I started 2018, 2019, no. So sabi ko nga, you know what, if I believe firmly in what I do, what is the best way to make more copies of myself than to do recruitment? So sabi ko nga, sometimes when you do recruitment, the person that we're talking to compares us to multi-level marketing because the overriding commission, and then the setup is like that. You recruit. But I always tell them, the difference between multi-level marketing and us is, with multi-level marketing, when you stop recruiting, your business dies. With us, if we stop recruiting and we just continue our mission and our passion in doing this, we still live. And then I tell my agents right now, no, the best way for you, if you really believe in what you do, the best way for you to reach more people, to touch more lives, is to motivate someone to do the same thing that you're doing right now. Because always remember, that particular person that you are supposedly tapping, she or he has her own network that you cannot tap easily, diba? But if you believe in what you're doing, if you believe and you're so passionate about your mission, the best way for you to tap that untapped network is to get that person close to her. So that's what that's the perspective that I am giving to my agents right now, no. So sabi ko nga sa kanila, you really have to start building your own team, because that's the only way for us to reach more people, to secure more lives, and to continue our advocacy. So in terms of activation naman, what do I do with activation? So it's not about selling lang talaga eh. So what I usually do is, kagaya nung sinabi nung isang angel ko kanina, no, I'm almost available 24/7. So when they text me or send me an SMS or messenger, no, so I always make sure that I'm able to reply to them. Medyo light sleeper kasi ako eh, so nakaka-reply kaagad ako sa kanila. So like ko sinasabi sa kanila, kapag halimbawa meron akong isang agent na hindi active, tinatapik ko lang sa balikat or I invite them over for coffee, always remember the why kung bakit ka ako nag-start dito to begin with. You know, everybody has their own motivator. So it may be like me, when I started to augment the income or to have a new career. So you always have to go back to that. What was your purpose for joining? So baka nakakalimutan mo kung ano yung purpose mo, kung bakit ka nag-join sa amin dito, no? So that's how I do it. With the activation, medyo it's still my Waterloo right now, no? Because like what I've mentioned, ang hirap talaga sa atin ngayon when you start recruiting part-timers, eh. Because, you know, if they don't see immediate gratification in terms of proofing or yung income nila, they start to wonder and look for another opportunity, no? So there's konti lang talaga or bihira yung makikita mo talaga that they have the high emotional quotient, that they are willing to wait and, you know, build their business before they can reap all the rewards. But still, sabi ko nga, we just have to keep on keep on telling people what we're doing, and then you will be able to hit the bullseye, and one day you'll find that, you know, diamond in the rough. 'Di ba? Makikita at makikita mo yung tao na yan who can become a better version of you as a manager.
Ayan. Ang ganda. Ang ganda ng sharing, UM Warren. UM, dagdag lang po ako, follow-up question. Siguro, meron sa ating mga viewers, no, na nanonood. Sabi nyo nga, di ba, you started 2014, tapos sabi nyo parang 2018, 2019, parang yun na talaga, sige,
Yes.
parang building the team, no? Siguro, katulad ko rin, no? Parang 5 years na ako sa Peru and I want to become a UM. Maalala nyo ba ano yung parang siguro 1, 2, 3 techniques that you did in recruiting? Kasi parang napansin ko, no, personally, mas madali na ngayon magbenta kaysa mag-recruit. Parang ganun, no? Kasi sa recruitment talaga, alagaan mo yan, magti-training yan, tapos pag na-code yan, minsan di pa yan magbibenta, no? Minsan nawawala na lang. Do you have any strategies ba para papadami yung recruits mo at the same time activate, or during that time ng 2018, 2019, ano yung mga particular na ginawa ninyo?
Okay, so realistically speaking, what we're doing is actually a sales job, di ba? So when we go out in the field and then we discuss about insurance, our goal is to have that person sign up. So in effect, at the end of the day, if they sign up, we are the ones who gained financially, di ba? But ultimately, of course, sila rin naman yung makikinabang because of the protection that we gave them, no? But ultimately, yung ang thinking ko before is, if it's so easy for me to sell a policy to somebody, how come it wasn't that easy for me to ask somebody to join me? So binago ko yung perspective ko. If I can sell you something na ako yung makakakomisyon, why don't I change my perspective and offer this to you as a job? Do you want something that you can do to augment your income? So dalawa lang yan. Kapag may kausap ako ngayon, if I cannot sell to this person, I recruit that person. So ganun lang yan. So wala kang tapon eh. So dalawa lang yan. Ayaw mo mag-sign up? Kagaya ba kita when I started na ang gusto mo, ikaw yung kumita doon sa una mong policy? Then, you know, join my team and I'll be the one to train you. Ako magte-train sa'yo. So, you know, this is an opportunity that I'm giving you. 7 years ago, when this was presented to me, you know, I was dilly-dallying na sinabi ko, sige, okay lang, ganyan. But, you know, I wasted a lot of time. But this is a golden opportunity that I'm giving you. You have to join the company right now or the industry right now, because sooner or later, we will be so many na wala ka ng opportunity. So join us while the opportunity is there, while the market is very raw and there are so many prospects that you can tap.
Nice. Ganda, ang ganda. Share ko lang din po, no, yung sinabi ni UM Warren, no, ang population po natin 108 million, ang financial advisor nasa more or less mga less than 100,000. Iba pa po yung active talaga, no?
Exactly.
Yung penetration rate po natin less than alam ko 3 o less than 1%, basta maliit lang po. So ang laki pa po ng potential, at lalo na ngayon hindi sa parang hina-hype natin na pandemic o kung ano man. We are not selling because of fear, pero we are selling because of the value, no? The value of protection, the value of estate continuity, no? Continuity planning and the like. So ang ganda. Thank you doon po sa tip, UM Warren. So partner?
Yes. Thank you again, Sir Warren. And sabi nga ng mga viewers natin dito, sabi ni BM Estong, ayan, shoutout kay BM, Estong. So he's learning, and sabi din ni sinabi ulit ni Isabel Kisumbing, golden opportunity to become a financial consultant. Ayan. So nabanggit mo na Warren kanina na that you are a seller, that you love approaching people and nagko-close
Yeah.
talaga. And yun naman as a unit manager and yun po you're already an MDRT, paano niyo po na ma-manage yung time to be a mentor sa mga recruits po ninyo, and then yun po MDRT din?
I'll go back to your original TikTok video, no, yung competence and confidence. So, if you become competent in the field that we're doing and you become confident in what you're doing, nakikita yon ng mga agents mo eh. So in effect, let's say for instance, there is one case that they cannot. Technically, this is what we do, no, with the team. Before one of my team agents or my team members approach a client, they set a private conversation with me first. So they tell me, sir, meron akong imimit na kliyente. So I ask that person, what is the profile? So that's when I tell them, there's nothing wrong in stalking them on Facebook. Tignan mo na ilan ng anak, ilan ng if this person is a breadwinner, what matters to that person? Does he like traveling? Does he like, showing off? Is he a breadwinner? So on and so forth. And then, I always tell them that always remember that insurance is an emotional product. Diba? So, when you go there in the battlefield, when you go to your prospect, try to check, to review what you have seen in the social media of that particular client. Or kung kakilala mo personally, that's better, no? So you know kung paano mo siya makukuha yung interest niya, no? So that's what we do. So before we approach a prospect, we already know the emotional buttons that you need to touch, that you need to push on those particular prospects. And then from there on, I always tell them, once you meet the prospect, your purpose should be to educate and not to sell. Because if your ultimate goal is to get the signature of that client, the client will sense it. Diba? They will sense it that you're just after the commission, you're just after the sale, you're just after the quota. And then, kapag ganun kasing perspective mo, let's face it, not all prospects will sign up eventually, diba? So sometimes dalawa, tatlong meeting yan, marami ka na nagastos bago yan pumirma. If that is your perspective and you're just starting out in this career, malaki na yung nagastos mo bago mo pa mapapirma. So I was telling them, you change your perspective always. When you meet a client, your purpose is not to sell, but to educate. You know that VUL works like this. The purpose of insurance is this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then this addresses your future needs, so on and so forth. And then you focus on that, And then in the end, you tell the client, you think about what we discussed. Before you close your eyes at night, isipin mo lahat ng pinag-usapan natin. Tomorrow, let me know what you think about it. So
Nice.
ganon yung discussion namin lagi. And I think most of my active agents have that perspective. Yung mindset nila ganon. Mm-hmm.
Ang galing, no? It's about the perspective talaga, no, sa kahit anong aspeto ng buhay. At nakakatuwa, no? Dito nagpapatotoo po, no? Nagpapatotoo si Warren kasi isa dun ako sa na in love sa company natin, no? Yung parang yung talagang almost o lahat naman talaga, no? Importante yung mission over the commission. Parang kahit saang branch ako pumunta o kahit sinong
Exactly.
taga-pro kausap natin, it's always the mission over the commission. If ever okay lang po ba na tanungin namin, ano ba yung usual na schedule ng isang Warren, no? Parang at least meron kaming pwedeng gayahin. Ano po ba yung parang ideal scheduling sa mga katulad namin na gusto maging o MDRT? Paano po ba?
My schedule kasi is unconventional compared to other UMs. With most of the UMs that I know, they have a specific day where they can meet. They have a specific schedule that they have to follow, or kasi I tried that approach though. So 2 years ago or last year, I came up with a calendarized schedule. No, I tell my agents that this is my consultation hour.
Mhm.
So pwede kayong pumunta sa opisina or sa desk ko by this hour, so on and so forth. And then pagdating ng gabi from 6 o'clock onward, 6 to 9, I will we have a group chat no. I will tell them, wag niyo ako istorbohin ngayon because I will be seeing a client. So that
Mhm.
was my approach before. And it doesn't work out that way because minsan meron kang mga agents na kasabay mo na nasa field. So kapag may technical question, my agents will send me a messenger, SOS. So alam ko na 'yon, may question na sila sa akin, no? So I have to stop whatever I'm discussing with the client and address their concern. So in terms of the schedule, wala ako actually schedule na fina-follow because ang ginagawa ko ngayon is I keep on updating my agents, and then I see their production, and then from there, those who are not active, I send them a private message. Kamusta ka? What's happening to you right now? What's your game plan for this week? What's your game plan for this month? May prospects ka ba kako na hindi mo ma-close? Are there presentations that we need to do? Do you need me to discuss with the client? Especially now, no, if it's a Zoom meeting, I tell them, um, when do you need me?
Mhm.
Kasi ako ang nag-a-adjust sa schedule nila. So I tell
Mhm.
them, when do you need me? So if you need me on this particular hour, I'll clear my schedule.
Mhm.
Just make sure that you were able to pre-sell already on that client, no? Hindi naman yung po pwede na probing tayo lagi. So I tell them, you pre-sell with that client if you already sense that there are doubts or that client is already about to sign up, and you need me, you need my expertise, or kailangan mo ng makakausap na mas mataas sa'yo, and then you schedule a meeting, and then I'll block my schedule. I'll allot that schedule for you. So sometimes your agents kasi need to feel that you are available for them. So I cannot fit to their schedule eh. It's the other way around. I'm sorry, no. They will not be the one to fit to my schedule. So I am the one who fits to their schedule. Lalo yung mga part-timers. With the advent of technology right now, no, ang dali na sa atin. Minsan kahit nagda-drive ako, no, they will call me through Messenger. Sir, may kliyente ako, ganito yung profile, paano bang approach, ganyan. So, kagaya rin sinabi ng agent ko kanina, 24/7 almost, I'm available.
Ang galing. Ang galing. Inspiring to, no, UM, especially for aspiring UMs, no? Being there 24/7. At saka, siguro may quote ako na nabasa, no, na pag love mo talaga yung ginagawa mo, parang you don't consider it as work. Parang it's part of the
Exactly. Mm-mm.
lifestyle, no?
Yeah.
Parang wala na siya eh. Talagang ganun lang siya. Parte na siya ng buhay mo. And I think because of our profession on what we do, easy rin sa atin na okay, this is my personal time kasi we can control that part no, na parang the balance. Ayan. So, partner, ano next question natin kay UM?
Yeah, so sabihin ko muna kung ano yung nagustuhan ko kanina, partner. Yung nagustuhan ko kanina is, actually kami po, Sir Warren ni Harold, hindi pa unit managers ngayon. Pero siguro, later on, if we will become,
This year.
Laban. Yes.
The pressure is on you this year.
Naka-live tayo, partner. No?
Oh.
Na-pressure
You have to commit. You have to commit this year. Think like an eagle.
yes po. Pag mga talagang papalapit na mag-UM, we will go back to this episode of Late Night Tambayan. And ayun po, babalikan namin, panonoorin namin ulit to become, ma-motivate at syempre mas kasi ngayon maaring may natutunan and later maaring mawala, and syempre panoorin namin para mabalikan po yung mga tips po ninyo. And we are now down to our last question, and sa mga audience natin at nanonood ng Late Night Tambayan, you can also ask question kay Sir Warren on how to be, yung mga tips on how to be a unit manager or UMDRT. Ayan, so yan Sir Warren, ano naman po yung mga tips ninyo sa mga gustong maging unit managers, and hindi lang basta unit manager but UMDRT?
Tip ko siguro is, seize all the opportunity. that is there. The company that we are part of is very generous. You'll be surprised, especially kapag dating ng Tuesday nights, minsan mapapaisip ka, saan galing to? Di ba? You get bonuses, you get incentives that, sometimes you're no longer aware where it came from. So, and I specifically enjoy that when I became a unit manager, because always remember, aside from the commission that you get as a seller, you still get an override from that same production. 'Di ba? So, yun yung mga opportunity kasi na sayang na hindi nakikita ng ibang AUMs or ng agents, no. There are a lot of agents and AUMs who have this thinking that okay naman ako, nakakabenta naman ako, I'm enjoying the commission that I have right now. I don't want to have that responsibility, to have somebody that I need to mentor or to train, and magiging sakit pa ng ulo ko yan, so on and so forth. First things first is, I'll go back to what I said earlier. You need to believe in your mission. And when you believe in that mission, there's no other way for you to grow and to fulfill that mission than to get somebody who will do the same thing as what you're doing. So thus, papasok doon yung recruitment, di ba? And then, kung halimbawa naman na hindi mo ina-aspire maging no, this I tell you, you're missing a lot of opportunity in terms of financial rewards, because the overrides that you get, you'll never know kung sino yung nandyan. Sabi ko nga lagi doon sa mga UMs, it's a game of numbers, you just keep on recruiting people. There are some recruits, when you see them, they don't seem to fit the mold that we're looking for. But, eventually, this person will surprise you, She's a diamond in the rough pala, na parang jackpot pala ako dito, no? So, hindi ko inakala when I initially talked to this person, parang hindi naman interesado, hindi naman pala focus. But once you get to know this person better and you were able to hit that motivation button sa kanya, you'll be surprised how far this person can go. And again, I go back to what we are trained for. No? It's a game of numbers. You just keep on getting more recruits, and then you'll never know who among these can become a team player. So, I think that's it.
Grabe. Ang lupit nitong session natin, no? Halos 1 hour lang, pero equivalent nito parang half day, no? O one full day of mentorship and motivation. So, thank you, Warren, no, sa pag-share po ng inyong wisdom and experience. And to our viewers, kung meron po kayong pahabol na question, okay lang po mag-extend tayo ng konti, no?
Sure.
Feel free to comment din po. So, ayan, partner.
Yes, thank you again, Sir Warren, sa mga tips. And sabi nga ni Ma'am Betsy, ayan, so, ito pala yung comment niya. Warren treats us like his friends also, and we can talk anything with him. So, that I think is also a very good trait as a So, yung hindi puro lang, benta-benta yung hinihingi.
Yeah.
Sabi din ni, yes sir, may sabihin po, Sir Warren.
Yun nga, kasi when you start building your team, no, so you shouldn't be just focused on the numbers, kasi sometimes, no, as unit managers, we have quotas, we have aspirations that we want to hit, but sometimes we fail to see the emotional aspect of why our team members are there. So in my team, no, I don't want to be addressed as sir, so all my agents are addressing me as kuya. And then, when we see each other, it's just like, bonding session lang, parang ganun lang. So, yun lang doon mo sila motivate to for you to bring out the best in them.
Ayan. Mukhang ang ganda ng start ng 2021 natin, at sabi nga ni Sir Erickson, no, sabi niya 2021 is road to UMship. So sa lahat po ng financial advisor dito, no, lalong-lalo na sa mga AUM, mukhang 2021 no, partner, pati tayo ay is our road to UMship. At may Facebook user, para si partner ata makita nito, no, sabi dito Jump Pack sa nag-comment. And sabi nga ulit ni Sir Erickson, no, sa tips pa lang galing kay Sir Warren, dami ng learnings. At si Achi from the crew, pwede nyo po siyang i-follow, no, sa kanyang Facebook page. Si Ma'am Jelly Ann Uy, so sabi niya, let's go Harold. So ayan, nakaka-pressure talaga. Pero yan, this is good pressure, no, good pressure. So ayan, partner.
Yes, and sabi rin ni Sir Edwin sa aking watch party sa timeline. So hello po Sir Edwin, Happy New Year. Sabi niya, creating separate income streams of passive incomes as unit manager. And sabi din niya, judge not, best, be judged. Ayan. So thank you Sir Edwin. Partner?
Ayan. So, Warren, meron po ba kayong parang Facebook page o kung saan namin pwedeng, sa kayo pwedeng hanapin din ng ating viewers, financial advisor man o hindi?
Well, actually, my personal Facebook page is readily searchable. So, yun, that's how Bill found me.
Yeah.
Diba? So personal page ko. So, I don't really have a separate page except for the group that I have. But for me as a financial consultant, I don't really want to set a separate page because almost all my clients are in my network, so they can easily reach me anytime. And then that's how they see the value of signing up with me, because they know that I'm still there. I'm just a chat away. So the same thing with everyone, no? So kahit hindi ko ka grupo, kahit hindi ko even people that I don't know, if they want to consult or ask for advice, automatic yung sinasagot ko yun, hindi ako suplado.
Ayan. So, partner, tama ba? This is Facebook PLUK Cavite? Ang Facebook page.
That's for the group, or for our group, yes.
Yan. PLUK Cavite. And sabi nga ni Achi, no? Thank you, Warren. So inspiring. May dalawang
Salamat.
question. May dalawang question pa po, no? Sabi ni Rexon C, paano pa daw kayo nakapag-rest? Mukhang 24/7. Ano ba ang nyo, relaxation?
Work-life balance. It's a you really have to well, I don't find what I do with Pru as something that's toxicating, because if you love what you do, it becomes part of your system So there are times when I'm having dinner and then biglang tatawag sa akin yung agent ko. I address it and I don't get pissed off by it, because I know that that's an opportunity for them to secure a life. So again, it's all about mindsetting. It's all about mindset. So kahit meron kang agent na paulit-ulit ang tanong, na-discuss mo na and all, pero parang transactional yung nagiging relationship nyo, na every time na merong kliyente, tatanong uli sa'yo. You just have to be patient with it and then ultimately they will learn. So when do I rest? Natutulog pa naman ako. I still enjoy my subscription with Netflix. So ano lang talaga, you just have to to make it part of your system lang what you do, para hindi ka ma-burn out.
Galing. Dumami po yung questions, no? Kung
lang.
okay lang din.
Sure.
Kay Ma'am Juliet, sabi niya, what is your biggest challenge being a while consistently reaching MDRT?
Biggest challenge is actually not being able to find time to do personal selling, because when you become a unit manager and meron ka ng mga grupo meron ka ng members sa grupo mo who are also an MDRT, it becomes hard because your priority becomes them and not you. So that was my biggest challenge. How can I sustain being an MDRT if my personal time, my time for personal selling becomes limited? So what I usually do is just, you just have to maximize the time that you have on hand. So like what I've mentioned, it all goes back to what I do being part of my system. So ang ginagawa ko talaga ngayon, every person that I talk to, I see that as an opportunity to educate them and tell them what I do. If you will be able to check my Facebook, so you all know that I also have a business right now, no, yung coffee shop ko. And then I got a lot of social media mileage from celebrities and what you call this, and interviews that I conduct, no. Lagi ko pa rin siyang pinapasok. So, kasi you'll never know kung sino yung makakausap mo who will become interested with it. So, sometimes that's becoming your challenge eh. That was my challenge before. Paano pa ako makakabenta kung halimbawa na mini-mentor ko na tong ilang agents na nandito, no? So, the answer is it has to be part of every conversation that you have with whoever you're talking with. Because eventually, that person will remember you. Oo nga pala, financial consultant siya. When that time comes, that person is already ready, and she's part of your network in Facebook, she will give you a message.
Nice.
So,
Galing.
ganun yung nangyayari sa akin ngayon.
Ayan. Nasabi niyo na, partner, later no, yung ibang tanong. Pero singit ko lang po na pag-usapan natin kasi kanina sa back office o do sa backstage, no, yung coffee shop. Baka pwede rin yung i-share, ituloy din na paano tong coffee shop story kung okay lang.
Okay. So, yung coffee shop story, so as those people who know me, no, I decided to put up a coffee shop 2019, start of 2019. The reason why I put up a coffee shop was, you know, with my work with Pru na sobrang kain na nga yung oras ko, no? So sabi ko nga, do I still want to go back putting up a business where in fact, you know, I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. You know? You talk to people and then that's it. Wala kang kapital na nilalabas, wala kang masyadong gastos. But what happened to me was, I realized as a personal seller, nagiging tambayan ko ang coffee shop. Because, you know, as personal sellers, we meet clients over for coffee. Yun naman yung convenient location for us to meet the clients. And then, also, I saw an opportunity because most of my agents are part-timers and they're only available at night. And then during that time, our office is already closed. So where do we meet? Coffee shop. So for me to be able to come up with a more relaxed environment, I decided to put up a coffee shop from the proofing that I'm getting from Pru.
Nice.
So the initial purpose of the coffee shop is for me to just make it as an extension of my office. So ganun lang yung nangyari sa akin when I started it. And then lo and behold, you know, I think we were able to come up with the right formula. We started 2019 and then we got a lot of positive feedbacks from our market. Now we are about to open our 7th outlet.
Wow. Wow,
So
galing.
in just 2 years. So we're about to open our 7th outlet next month.
Wow. Despite what happened no this year, last year no,
Yes.
mag-open pa ng 7th. Ano po yung pangalan ng coffee shop na to?
It's Coffeeteria, Milk Tea and Coffee House.
Yan,
Coffeeteria. So it's a pun between coffee and tea because that's the page though. Because we're serving milk tea and coffee.
Nice. Ang galing no. Isang insight dito. Makikita natin yung pagiging entrepreneur pa rin no ni UM Warren na para sabi niya okay, gusto ko ng place kung saan relax, saan pwede tumambay, saan pwede mag-meeting no. At the same time kung gagastos ako, at least mas konti na lang yung cost kasi doon ka na mag-meeting sa coffee shop mo and if ever you will invite clients, coffee shop mo rin yun no.
Exactly. So
Ang
I tell my agents, no, you know, the reason why I put up the coffee shop is for you to have an extension of the office. So you don't have to go to Starbucks, you don't have to go elsewhere. You go there and then they have a discount whenever they bring in client. And then I also do my meetings there. So minsan kasi like especially during the pandemic, no, ang hirap sa atin pumunta ng office. But since I have a coffee shop, still we maintain the IATF regulation of social distancing. Medyo okay naman yung space ng shop, no. So that's where we meet during the lockdown. So kung may continuity pa rin. So that's also where I do my one-on-one session with my client, with my agent. So kapag may agent ako na medyo, you know, as a UM kasi hindi naman it's all about selling eh. Sometimes you get involved with their personal lives eh. For you to be able to hit that emotional button with them, to motivate them. So, yun yung nagiging session area din namin, yung mga shops.
Ang galing, ang galing.
Mm-mm.
Ayan, thank you for sharing, no, UM Warren. Pero meron pang ilang questions kung
Sige lang.
okay lang. Ayan,
Go.
partner,
Oo.
ano pa ba yung mga tanong natin?
Yes. Sabi po ni Aaron, congrats Warren and see you in Singapore yan this year.
Sana
And
makatravel na, no?
And tanong naman po ni Ma'am Ellen, so any advice if the kind of leader that you have is not as accommodating as you or most of the time ang hirap i-approach? Wow.
Ang hirap nito, ah.
Hindi. Okay. So, Ellen, that's a very good question, no? So I had my share of that situation. So, if you have a mentor or somebody who recruited you who is not approachable or is not available when you need them, that should serve as a challenge for you to be competent enough because, at the end of the day, this is your business. So, hindi mo pwedeng iasa doon sa taong nag-recruit sa'yo na sasabihin mo, ni-recruit mo ako dito and then hindi mo naman ako tinutukan. So, put the pressure on yourself. You recruited me. I am here in the business and I should be thankful because this is an opportunity that you gave me. Now, it is part of my responsibility as a licensed financial consultant to hone myself to become as competent as I can be. So, wag mong iasa sa iba yung pagme-mentor sa'yo. We have a lot of training, especially now during the pandemic, nagkakaroon na nga tayo ng Zoom fatigue sa dami, di ba? So, and then also, aside from the Zoom sessions that the company is giving, you have a lot of pages where you can read about, estate planning, wealth planning, estate conservation, so on and so forth. Ang dami, ang dami. This is a very interesting profession that we're in. And again, you have to build your competence, no? So, and yung competence building kasi nasa sayo na yan eh. Hindi mo po pwedeng iasa din yan doon sa taong nag-recruit sa'yo. If that person is not reachable or she's not there when you need them, so, put the pressure on yourself, di ba?
Galing, galing. Tama, tama. So at the end of the day, no, it's a good reminder for everyone that this is still our business and
Yes.
at the end of the day, responsibility pa rin natin ang success natin sa business na ito. So partner?
Yes, parang sinabi nga rin kanina ni Sir Warren, di ba, na when he was starting, ilang beses siya umattend ng mga trainings, di ba, yung mga
Yeah,
BTs.
oo.
Yeah, so you're also responsible for our growth din as a financial advisor. And galing naman po kay Ma'am Verna Valera, how do you separate your time as UM and MDRT sa personal selling on a per day basis? So halos kapareho din po ng tanong ni Ma'am Juliet.
Ayun. So, ganun din, no? So, sa akin kasi, as a UM, I don't put too much pressure on me nowadays towards selling already, no? So, it's all about meeting the right persons, people, and then from there, you tell them what you do. So, you just make them aware of that you're part of PRU, that you're a licensed financial consultant, and then kung halimbawa na meron kang questions about your existing policy that you don't understand, I can give a free advice on that policy that you signed up, so on and so forth. So, hindi na kasi ako ganun kagigil na uy, baka kailangan mo ng policy, mag-offer ako sa iyo, ganyan. Kasi sa dami natin ngayon na financial consultant, 'di ba? Most of the people that you talk to, most of the people that you approach right now, when you tell them that, uy, you might be interested in insurance, automatic sin zone ka eh. You have to think outside the box. So what I usually do is when I meet a new center of influence, when I meet new people, I just tell them briskly, oy, by the way, I'm a financial consultant from PRU, ha? Baka you have policies that you want to, you don't understand, pwede kong basahin, I can do, even if it's from another company. And then that's an opportunity kasi it's a service that you provide eh. And then eventually that person will meet you because they have a problem. Why? Because they have a policy that they don't understand. And here you come offering a service to interpret it to them. So how do I separate my schedule as a UM and as a personal seller? Hindi ko kaya eh. So again, it goes back to what I was consistently saying. It should be part of your system. Every person that you talk to is an opportunity for you to find a prospect.
Nice. Nice, ang grabe. Ang galing nito, no? Sana umabot tayo sa ganitong klaseng point, no, partner, wherein talagang MDRT ang mangyari sa atin. Ayan, so mukhang no, thank you Warren for
Salamat din.
giving
Thank
your
you. Thank
time.
you. Mm-mm.
Thank you po sa ating mga viewers, no, kahit na medyo nag-extend tayo, talagang marami silang natutunan at nandyan po sila at siguro last na lang talaga.
Sige lang.
Open po ba for franchise ang cafeteria? Parang yun yung tanong.
Well, yes, we are. That's actually part of our business expansion already. I don't know if I should be discussing it here, but briefly, yes, we are open for franchising because there are a lot of demands already in the market for us to for our customers to have a slice of our business, no. So that's why, as part of our expansion plan, we are offering it for franchise already. Mm-mm.
Ayan. So, ayan po, no? If you're interested to franchise, feel free to message Warren Estrabo. Pwede nyo po siyang easily searchable naman po siya sa Facebook. So, punta na po tayo doon sa next segment. Mabilis na lang din naman po to. Meron tayo dito, no, na 50 pesos GCASH from MWP and TPG. So, maliit lang po to, pero 86th episode na natin to, no? So, more or less, that's 50 times 86. Yan, i-compute nyo na lang. Medyo malaki na rin yan. Tapos, isa po kami ni partner, no? So, para po manalo, ang kailangan nyo lang gawin ay i-share ito kung nanonood kayo sa Facebook Live ng TPG. Share nyo po ito sa profile nyo at magko-comment po kayo later. Kung nanonood naman kayo sa MWP, ang kailangan nyo lang po gawin, punta po kayo sa YouTube channel, no? Harold Q. Gardon, The Millennial Wealth Planner. May tanong po kami mamaya. Tapos po, yun, pag nasagot niyo po, automatic 50 pesos po. Hindi po siya ganun kalaki, pero palagi po nga natin sinasabi, you can place this no sa Bitcoin, no? Kung nag-iipon po kayo, nalalagay ito sa Bitcoin, free money naman, no? From GCash, lipat mo sa CoinsPH, and sa CoinsPH po, kahit na 5 piso, pwede kang bumili ng Bitcoin. At nakakatawa, meron tayo dito loyal subscriber, no? Si Sir Wilfredo. Sabi niya, sa sali niya, nakabili na siya ng Fininvest na stock, no? FLI, ininvest niya itong napapanalunan niya na unti-unti sa FLI stock. So bago natin itanong, dahil nga medyo may delay ito, partner, meron ba tayong announcement o kung ano man?
We can give to Sir Warren yung screen para to have an announcement. Sir, if ayan, for recruitment or for those who want to be a financial consultant and to be part of your team, ayan, pwede niyo po sila ayain.
Okay. For those of you who would like to benefit from the industry that we're in, this is a golden opportunity that we're sharing with you. If you want to be part of our team, we are very much open and willing to train you and to make you one of us. I have a team in Iloilo. So, meron akong team doon, no? So, one of my MDRTs and my Star Club is based in Iloilo. So, if you are based in Visayas, you can get in touch with me and then bibigay ko kayo doon so she can do the mentoring. If you're based in Manila or in Cavite, you can just hit me sa Facebook, no? And then we can schedule a discussion. So again, this is a golden opportunity that we're offering to you. Sabi ko nga, no, this is a profession that is pandemic proof, While everybody else is losing their jobs and their livelihood, we are flourishing. So that's when I appreciate this job further. So lalo ko nasabi that 7 years ago I made the right decision. So, take this opportunity that serendipity yan. Maybe the reason why you are listening right now, maybe the reason why you are logged in right now is because you need to see us and you need to be invited by us. So, again, this is a golden opportunity. Take this opportunity and be one of us and enjoy the rewards that we're actually enjoying right now.
Ayan, napakagaling. Dito ako bumili, partner, no? Hindi lang doon sa coffee shop concept, pero pati doon sa Iloilo, no? Iloilo concept, di ba? From Cavite to Iloilo, at ngayon makikita natin, no, na wala nang geographical boundaries because of technology. So, ayan, partner, tatanong na ba natin ang tanong?
Yes, partner.
Yan. So, ang tanong, ako na magtatanong, partner, ang tanong, no, anong pangalan ng coffee shop, no, ni UM Warren? Ano po yung pangalan ng coffee shop ni UM Warren? So, ayan po, comment na po to win 50 pesos GCash. So, siguro UM, ang dami na namin tinanong, pero baka dahil nga may delay, baka meron kayong last tips o last words para sa ating mga viewers.
Last tip for viewers again, yun, if you want to be part of this industry, join the #1 insurance company right now. So i-claim na natin, 'di ba? Since the results are already out. So join the fastest growing insurance company, join the largest agency force in the industry, and then learn from the best company who can provide you with the excellent mentorship. So maybe this is the right time that you switch your career and join us and try to secure more lives and eventually find that sense of purpose that I was able to find 7 years ago.
Ayan, napakaganda. Ayan, partner, meron na ba tayong nanalo?
Yes, partner. So, actually, nauna sa akin, si Miss Juliet sa page, pero dahil nag-comment din siya sa'yo. So, thank you for joining, Miss Cherry, kay Arzel, kay Erickson, at sa mga nanonood po sa Prudent Generation Community, at kay Ma'am Berna, kay Franz, at ayan, ang ating po nanalo ay si Ma'am Franz Rojas sa TPG. Ito yung part.
Ayan, at sa atin naman sa...
Congratulations.
Yan, congrats. At sa MWP naman po, Ma'am Juliet. So, congratulations po. Ayun, thank you very much again, UM Warren. Ang dami po naming natutunan. For sure, ang ating mga viewers, no, ay talagang inspired and motivated, no. Baka hindi na matulog 'tong mga 'to. Ngayon pa lang ay magtatrabaho na yan, no?
That's good.
Personally
Good.
rin po, maraming salamat for sharing your experience and your wisdom. So, ayan, close ko na, partner.
Yes, partner.
Ayan. So again, thank you, UM Warren, and thank you po
Thank you.
sa ating mga viewers. See you po on Thursday, no, at 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Hope you enjoyed the 86th episode of the Late Night Tambayan with TPG and MWP. Don't forget to follow us in Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, Shopee, Lazada, Foodpanda, no. Nandiyan din po si Bille Moco. Sa Shopee po, nagtry ako sa mga kapwa ko law student. Meron po ako doon parang mem-aid. If you want to support, then you can check po, no, Harold Gardon. So my name again is Harold Gardon. I'm the Millennial Wealth Planner, and my partner is...
Yes. Thank you again, Sir Warren. So si Sir Warren pala ay Lodi na ating mga kapromilya. So dito ko lang din nalaman sa Late Night Tambayan. Marami po kami napulot ni partner ni Harold, and sana po we will see you in person later on.
Sure. Oo, looking forward.
Yes po. And I'm Bille Christian Temanel, founder and content creator of The Prudent Generation. See you again on Thursday, same time, 10 p.m. to, ngayon nag-extend lang tayo, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Ayan. Thank you for watching. God bless and good night.
Good
Thank you,
night.
guys.
Thank you.
Salamat.